have a record of me, how do you know that I had Pfizer? You don't, and that's the biggest issue with this system. It's not federal, and every state does whatever the heck they want, and it seems that every store or every place that's giving the vaccine does whatever they want. So, what?
You made the appointment for here, right?
I did what?
You made the appointment for here, right?
Yeah, I think I made an appointment for her, but we're about to find out real quick. But yeah, so the appointment process is really easy. You just go to Walmart.com because they don't have enough people doing walk-ins right now. So a lot of places aren't doing the just walk-in places, the walk-in vaccines. So it was really easy. Just go right to the website, like 3 pages. Click yes, no, I'm not sick, blah blah blah, and yeah, you got a free vaccine appointment. But there you go, just Walmart pharmacy. All right, so just finished up the paperwork. It's like one sheet of paper. Basically, you just have to enter your name, your address, your insurance if you have it, and listen to these fools over here talking, and just basic initial, like that you don't actually have COVID and stuff. But it's super easy. Also, Walmart's always convenient as hell for us. So Pfizer is the first shot is Pfizer. The second one has to be Pfizer.
Correct.
After I finish up the cycle of Pfizer, can I get like Johnson & Johnson or something else?
There's no need.
No need? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
At this point in time, there's no need.
Okay.
The Pfizer CEO has requested booster shots from the FDA, but the CDC has not come out on a ruling for that yet.
Okay.
So right now, the 2-shot series, and you're done.
That sounds good.
So 21 days is shot number 2. I'll write it on your card.
Perfect.
You're going to hang out here for 15 minutes once
Okay.
you're done. At the end of the 15 minutes, I'll give you your white card.
All right.
So you can expect your arm to be sore. Just ice it when you get home.
Okay.
Take
I'm gonna
Tylenol.
cry.
It can be sore for a couple days. Mine was. I got Moderna. You might be tired later,
Okay.
so just rest. Less common, low-grade fever, body ache, bone pain. More common after shots.
Okay.
But some people have very strong reactions. So
Alright.
if that happens, don't freak. You're done.
Wow. That's the fastest immunization ever.
There you go.
Oh, perfect.
So just have a seat. So 15 minutes. I can't have a hard
Yeah.
time.
Sit here for 15 minutes, right?
Right out there.
Okay, sounds good.
And that'll be like, I think, 20 after.
Thank you so much. I
No
appreciate it.
problem, man.
Gosh, we're done. Super easy. Didn't even feel it. All right, and we're going to see what the side effects of this is like. Go from there. Super easy.
3 weeks later.
All right. Good morning from a gloomy New York City. And today is a very special day. I'm on my way to get my second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. Actually, at least I hope so. So the way each state does and tracks the COVID-19 vaccine is different. So I got my first dose in California, which means I don't have a first dose registration number for New York City. So I have to go directly to one of the walk-in appointments and actually kind of talk my way into getting the second dose of vaccine because I couldn't schedule a actual appointment online using that number. But what I did do, I registered with Walgreens / Dwayne Reed, and I gave the wrong date of the vaccine. Which is actually another thing I wanted to talk about. So when you schedule the appointment here in New York City, it won't let you schedule an appointment before your actual due date. So I'm going under a 4-day window. Basically, you can get it 4 days early or 4 days late for the second dose. So I had to put in a different date. So the appointment I made is totally wrong. So hopefully they actually let me get the dose today. All right, guys. So officially, we ran into a problem. The pharmacist at Dwayne Reed / Walgreens said they cannot do the vaccine before 21 days. That's a really, really big problem for me because my actually 21st day is supposed to be the 26th and I fly out on the 25th. So she said go try other places to see if somebody will actually do it, but yeah, they have not received any official guidance to do it early. All right, so a little good news. I went over to CVS, a walk-in, and the pharmacist said they can do it. I don't know what the miscommunication is between like Walgreens / Dwayne Reed and CVS and the CDC, but I can get it. The problem was they don't do walk-ins at that CVS because they're way too busy, and they were like super busy in there. So I had to schedule an appointment for tomorrow, but I'm still going to try to get it today. I would much prefer to not get it like the day before I'm flying out, just in case I get really sick or something like that. I have to extend my stay. But yeah, apparently CVS is the spot to get it at if you have to get it before the 21 days. So I actually had to come to a private place to get this done because all the like CVS, Walgreens, it was a huge issue to get it done a little bit early. But yeah, listen, I'm here. Ready to go. I don't know if they're gonna let me record though. I'm good to go, ready to go. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. All done.
All right, good deal. I want to give a special shout out to my doctor for hooking me up with my second Pfizer shot, actually early. So I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna sit down after I get out of Hell's Kitchen because it's crazy loud out here, and talk to you guys about the entire second shot process issues that I've had here. Yeah, it's mad annoying, but it is what it is. All right, so the biggest issue that I've had today was getting the COVID-19 second dose Pfizer vaccine early. So it's recommended to do 21 days. I can't do 21 days because I have a flight to Budapest for a job at day number 20. So I needed to get the vaccine a little bit early. Now I did my research to see if it was even possible. Excuse me. And according to a lot of sources, it's okay within 4 days early. 4 days early or 4 days after. So +4, -4. And now that I've posted this before on Instagram, apparently it is a lot of people were able to do it around the country. So in New York, this morning I had a 10 a.m. Appointment over at Dwayne Reed / Walgreens. Wouldn't do it. She said they cannot do it outside of 21. She had heard about the +4, -4 thing, but they had received no official instructions to actually do it. And then she recommended I go to CVS. I go over to CVS, and she was almost offended that I even asked her the question. Basically, not offended that it's just an off-the-wall question, but offended that it's like if you say, "Is the sun coming up tomorrow?" Of course it's coming up tomorrow. That's what she was like. So she said the problem was they had no appointments. They were too busy. So I scheduled an appointment for 5 p.m. the next day. But I was like, look, what I don't want to do, since tomorrow is like my last day, I don't want to wait until the very last minute to get this vaccine done. So I'm sorry, I'm walking through Hell's Kitchen, guys. It's crazy. It's like 6:30 p.m. and everybody's getting home from work. Anyway, so I go to another CVS. They didn't have Pfizer. I go to another Dwayne Reed, and they would have given me the vaccine, but they didn't have any kind of walk-in. She said they had the actual vaccine, but the person who had to sign up for my card wouldn't do it because I wasn't in the system, because I didn't get my first shot here in New York City. Okay. So I go to Times Square, and I was told by people on IG as well as people in the city that they, at the NFL Experience, which I've been to, actually loved it. It's closed now, but it's now a vaccine center. So it's the New York City Vaccine Center. That's the place that they actually had, what I said, like 900 people ended up getting expired vaccines. This was like a couple weeks ago. So I was like, all right, let me go there. So I go there, and she told me the same thing. She was not allowed to give it to me outside of the 21 days, early or late. So I said, okay. As I was coming out, though, the security guard, we were talking, me and the security guard was talking, and he goes, yeah, this place around the corner. He was like, yeah, I could have told you about the 21-day thing. We weren't going to do it. And then he goes, hey, but everybody's going to be like this if you want to get it. And I'm like, I'm kind of okay with that. I'm willing to cut the check to make sure I can get to where I got to go. So he goes, yeah, there's a place called My Doctor, not far from here. I'm like, word? So, okay, I Google him, and I walk there. It's about 10 minutes from Times Square. I didn't get charged anything, and I ended up getting the second shot, as you guys just saw. It's insane. Like first, like shout out to my doctor. It was just easy. It was bad. I was in and out within 15 minutes. Got in, got registered with their system, got the vaccine for free. Was out the door. I've got it 2 days. Actually, 2 days earlier than I'm supposed to. So today would be day number 19. So when you step back, like when I step back and look, they really stayed behind on this one, right? And this is like the biggest issue with the COVID-19 vaccine. It seems like the rules are just random. Like it was interesting. I was sitting there talking to her. My plan was if I couldn't get the second dose of the Pfizer shot, I was just gonna get Johnson & Johnson and just go. And I asked her about it, and she was like, "Well, you can't do it." And I'm like, "Well, you don't have. I got my first shot in California, and you don't have a record of me. How do you know that I had Pfizer?" You don't, and that's the biggest issue with this system. It's not federal, and every state does whatever the heck they want, and it seems that every store or every place that's given a vaccine does whatever they want. So, this is the chaos that we're dealing with. So we'll see what happens, but I'm about to go get me a slice because I have not had pizza, and I've been in New York 2 days. That should be like a crime.